Hi guys, this week we're taking our 3 top anime and placing them in our world, minus the magic, and kind of them living our lives. Not our lives, but normal, real world lives. My top 3 anime would be Fullmetal Alchemist, Trigun, and Eureka 7. And there's probably going to be spoilers here, so you can disregard watching if need be. But with Fullmetal Alchemist, we already got a glimpse of that a little bit. Some of the magic of the universe was still there, of the Fullmetal universe was still there. With in the series, the first series, when Ed traveled to our world, and then in the movie when Ed traveled to our world again, the alchemy didn't work here, so to speak, but some of the universe with like the fake limbs and the knowledge of alchemy still existed. But it did kind of appear of what I think would happen. Obviously they wouldn't have the influence of what happened at the beginning of the series when they tried to bring their mom back. But so they would just be 2 little boys. But I think they would still grow up with that interest in alchemy, they'd still grow up with that interest in science, and it'd be kind of like Ed in Shambhala. He'd be around all these scientific people and investigating into science things. I think that also would just be kind of traveling around a bit. I think that's a little bit in who they are, because even at the end of the movie and stuff like that, that's kind of what they ended up doing. With Trigun, that one's a little harder. I think some of them, like Meryl and Millie, they would still be like maybe insurance girls or something like that. I think they'd just end up being office workers. That's kind of what they were, because that was also kind of the joke of their characters, that they're these office workers that kind of got sent on an adventure, so to speak. Even though they both had like the gunslinging skills, I don't think they would have those in our world necessarily. But I think those characters might be kind of similar. They would just be the office working girls, but like Vash and Wolfwood, I don't know. I could see Wolfwood being that kind of like the traveling priest, again, minus the enormous weapon that he has, but I think he could almost be more like a traveling con man, because that's a little bit of what he was too. With Vash, obviously taking away the supernatural element, again, I think he would be like the others. I mean, if the insurance girls didn't travel, I think the series might develop with some of the same elements, with Vash traveling around and having just disaster after disaster follow him, and then obviously without the gunslinging and being a magic plant man. But yeah, I think he might not necessarily even traveling, just be a person going about daily life and having disasters follow him around. Lastly, talking about Eureka 7, I'm not sure it would be that different. It's the sort of thing where it's supposed to have been developed from our world a little bit, but I think Renton would be like he is at the beginning of the series, kind of a normal kid, just pulling a Shinji all the time, saying how boring his life is and nothing happens. Like a normal kid, just kind of griping and whining, but then instead of lifting and ref boards and stuff like that, he'd be interested in like surfing, which it was based on, and it'd be a lot less interesting. He would probably just grow up and become a mechanic like he was supposed to, and be interested in surfing. I mean, it's not that interesting without the magical elements there, but I think with some of these characters, they would just get to have normal lives. Some of the magical supernatural elements of the universe, with like the alchemy and the gunslinging and ref boards and people trying to destroy the Earth, it's bringing drama into their lives.